Texas Tech takes on California this Saturday over the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl down in Shreveport, Louisiana, with the Red Raiders coming into this one as the -3 field goal favourites. At time of recording, the Red Raiders enjoyed a nice 3-game winning run before being absolutely blasted out of the water 3 weeks ago by Texas down in Austin, with the Longhorns blowing out the Red Raiders by a comprehensive 57-7 scoreline, along with owning a 528 to 198 yardage advantage in that game as well. Whether Texas Tech can bounce back in this one on Saturday will be interesting, however, as, while they don't face the same kind of juggernaut as they did in the Longhorns a couple of weeks ago, California is nonetheless a team that boasts a significantly better offense this season than last season under head coach Justin Wilcox. The Golden Bears have averaged a pretty impressive 31.6 points per game this season, which ranks top 32 in the country overall and is a far cry from their 23-point average that they managed across the whole of 2022. On top of that, the Bears have continued to get better over recent weeks as well, averaging a further 2.4 points per game more across their last 3 starts than even that high season average. So the Bears will definitely feel confident ahead of this one in terms of continuing that impressive offensive run. Pivotal to that offense as well for the Bears is running back Jaden Ott, who has already amassed 1,260 yards this season, which is good for 13th in the nation overall, along with 11 touchdowns as well. The key to this game for Texas Tech is whether or not they can slow Ott down here. An issue complicated by the fact that the Red Raiders ranked 95th in the country this season in total opponent rushing yards per game. Even if Texas Tech somehow manages to march a lot on the ground here, quarterback Fernando Mendoza has already shown himself to be plenty competent through the air this year, racking up an average of 7.1 yards per pass attempt across his last 3 starts against UCLA, Stanford, and Washington State. For California, things are, a little bit more straightforward here. Limit Taj Brooks, and effectively you're limiting Texas Tech as a result. The Red Raiders passing game has been pretty abysmal of late. They sit with an average of just 173.3 yards per game across their last 3 starts, which is down from an average of 287.9 yards per game last season. That's a huge drop off. Quarterback Baron Morton ranks 89th in the country this year in QBR rating and has hung 5 interceptions across his last 3 starts. So, expect the Red Raiders to look to use Brooks more often than not in this one. The problem for Texas Tech is that California has actually been pretty competent defensively on the ground this year against the run, giving up just 3.8 opponent yards per rush attempt on the season as a whole, which, is top 34 in the country overall. So California should be able to do a much better job of Marshall and Brooks in this one than, on the other side, Texas Tech does of Marshall and Ott. So simply put, while this is a tight game, I actually believe we're getting a slightly better team here in California, certainly the better offense, who is coming in with the better form of the two overall as well. So I'm quite happy to take a piece of the California Golden Bears on Saturday to win this game outright at +130. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And for those interested, use code GIFT25, GIFT25, to knock $25 off any 7-day all-access pass for this week only. So make sure and lock that in. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit the like button. And for even more great betting content, feel free to check out one of the other videos listed on your screen right now.